What's up, everybody? Steven Vargo here with Vargo Custom Living. You guys want to drill some holes through some doors today? Here we go. Let's see if we can mess one up. Nah, just kidding. We're not going to do that. We actually picked up this jig here from DeWalt. So this is going to help us out so we can get a perfect hole, perfect center, and everything. So if you would like to see how this tool works and also to see how to drill a hole through a door, follow us. Let's go. All right, here's the door we're gonna rock out. You see that? Got no deadbolt in that bad boy. So use that tool, drill it through. Let's do this. All right, here we go. We got our drop cloth down. So what mess we do make, we can just take it out and shake it out. Make it a little easy to clean up. All right, here we go. All right. Rule of thumb is usually 6 to 12 inches for the center of this. We're gonna go 6 because I like it tight. All right, we got the DeWalt jig here. It's got your settings for 1 3/4 thickness of your door. That's right here. And as you can see, probably 1 3/4. So that'll give us the perfect center. And then for your center of your door this way, we're 2 3/8. So that adjusts that, but you can adjust these up to any sizes you want. All you gotta do is pop it right out. And so you can go from 1 3/4 to 1 3/8. So there's multiple different sizes you can have. But alrighty, let's get this bad boy lined up. So on the side of this, there is a centering pin here. So we can make a new mark on the side here and line it perfectly. There we are. Tighten your jig in. Center perfect. Alrighty. Now that we got everything started, we're going to take this jig off so the jig ain't riding on the side of this and messing up our jig. That's brand new. The jig a lot of times helps you keep the drill level, but we can do that ourselves. So now we didn't drill all the way through, but our bit popped out the other side here. So what I'm going to do now is take this, I'm going to flip over to the other side and drill from this side. Just because if you try drilling all the way through with your hole saw, you may rip out the lumber or the wood here and create some more work for yourself. So nice and slow. We scored it, so we should be good now. Come back to the other side. Finish the hole. Look at that. It didn't fray that edge, and we're good to go. Perfect hole. All right, let's get the little one. right, we got our hole through. Beautiful. Now we just get to put the bolt lock together. Let's get this disaster cleaned up. Look at all that. All this mess. That is why you put down a drop cloth. Makes it a little bit easier to clean up in the end. Alright guys, here's where we got the Defiant touchpad deadbolt. We are installing. We got our keypad on this side. And this is your lock on the other side. Alrighty. Got your batteries. Deadbolt. And then your hardware and a key. Ooh, that slides in there real nice. Real nice. Alrighty. Alright. They tape these packages. They don't want you to get in them. No, they don't. We got our deadbolt. It has an up on it. Right there. If you look at it, right there. It says up. So when you install this, make sure that is up. And they also have, for different door depths, you can adjust this pin here and slide it, but we don't need that. So what we are going to do here is I'm going to take a small drill bit and we are going to center our deadbolt and we are going to pre-drill our holes. Alright, we take our screws and what we are going to do is temporarily screw this in here. Alright, we got that temporarily screwed in. Now, what we have to do, if you look real close, we'll get you in there real quick. This gap right here. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Well, we are going to notch this out with our razor blade knife and a chisel. So this will sit in there very flush and nice to the door. They do make router bits for it, but we are not that fancy. We don't have router bits. And that's just one extra tool that you're gonna have to carry on a job if you want to do that. So, all right, now that that's screwed in there, take my knife and just score nice and easy. Don't try to push it in super hard. You're not trying to get your distance right now. You're just trying to get that nice line around there. All right, now that that's scored, we're gonna back out our screws. We're gonna swap our knife blade out for a fresh, nice, sharp blade. And now just slowly score it out to your thickness that you need. You're probably asking, I made a little mark on my knife right there. If you look at that, I made a mark so I could know exactly how deep to push this blade in. Just make sure you go very, very slow and have patience because you're gonna really cut yourself with this bad boy. All right, get our chisel, a 3/4 inch chisel by DeWalt. Very, very sharp. So be careful. I just like to get in there and give it a little tap. Nice. You see that? Nice tap and a little pop, and it should pop right out. Pow! Look at that. Look at that. Pop. shavings. Take your knife. Ooh, getting a little aggressive there. You gotta be careful. Hurt yourself and damage the door, which we don't want to do because we don't want to have to do any painting touch-ups if we don't have to, because that would be time and money. So, you know, you're like, yeah, this is taking forever. If you got a router, you know, you'd be done already. Yeah, but one extra tool in the truck, then we don't want it to carry around. Even though I do have a full trailer with everything in it, but I just want to show you guys if you don't have a router available. You work here nice and easy with the chisel. Use little motions. They are very, very sharp, and you can just chisel right out of there. And the best part about it is we got our 2 holes drilled. Yeah. Let's see how she lines up. Ooh, we gotta go a little bit deeper. The bottom's about good, but the top just a little off here. Make it up a little bit more. Almost there, need a little trimming up here. Like I said, we're back to this. Up, make sure you put the up. Bam, look at that, nice centered. Screw holes are already ready to go for us. Look at that. That is one reason also why I pre-drill those holes. And it holds it nice and center for you to get your everything started. Nice. Alrighty, we got this done. Now, all we gotta do is put everything together. First part is this guy, your keypad. You see these little dots right here? Make sure this is lined up with it, because this thing will pop off here and there, and you don't want that to happen. So, we're gonna line this pin up with that. This kind of moves freely right at the moment. So, I'm gonna slide that through. Bam. Line up our pin. Bam. All right. And then we have our bracket here that goes through. It says up and it says against the door. So everything is already right there for you. It's kind of hard to mess this one. It's even got the little spot for the cable. So you know exactly where to slide the cable to. Okay. All right. Alright, at this point, guys, do not bury this tight. Come back out here, square it up to the sides of the door so it's nice and perfect. And you come in here and give yourself a couple of little torques. But you don't want to over tighten, because if you over tighten, what you're going to do is you're going to start pulling everything together, and then it'll pinch this so this won't open freely. Got our cover here. You see that? It's got the red on it. The red on it, so you know which way your plug goes. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get in, especially when you got big ass fingers like me. Get her in there, nice, one side. Good thing I got some fingernails. That helped out. All right, we got that in. Now all we need to do is put that in there to our lock and screw her together. Now all you gotta do is put your batteries in and we're good to go. All right, now we gotta put our deadbolt in over. I took my Sharpie, went around that a couple times, and we got a start of our mark right there. That's the top of our mark. Working it in. And do it again. Nice and wet. Take your wet rag and bang, she comes right off. Nice and clean. Now I got us marked right here on the door. We are going to take our 5/8 drill bit, self-feed, and do a couple drill holes. Take a peek at that. Look at that, pretty nice. Not bad for not having a router. Now what we're gonna do, we're going back to our drill with a pre-drill again. We're gonna set this where we want it. We're gonna pre-drill our holes. Now, if you look at this bracket, one side is nice and flush. This side has a divot on the sides so the screws sit nice and flush. So make sure you don't put this on backwards. But we are just using this right now, screwing this on as a template. So our bracket's on. We are just going to test. Look at that, nice and tight. All right, we're going to do the same thing that we just did with this. We're going to mortise this side. Take a razor blade knife. Ooh, be careful. real good view of that. Mortise that in pretty nice. Oh, Cowboy's coming to help, huh? Are you helping? Are you helping? All right, we're back and we are ready to finish this up. We got our bracket. Like I said, make sure you pay attention to those inserts there because the other side's flat. See that? Now the screw's sticking up. You don't want that. You want to put that in like that so it's nice and flush. So what we are going to do now is we are ditching these little screws and we are going to go with some longer screws. These are 2.5 inch long screws and we are going to screw them in here. All right, we're back and we are ready to finish this up. We got our bracket. Like I said, make sure you pay attention to those inserts there because the other side's flat. See that? Now the screw's sticking up. You don't want that. Alrighty, that is our door. We have got that done. All right, everybody, I hope you liked this video. We're all wrapped up here. We got this in. We got our piece notched in over here. It's operating perfectly smooth. I just need to program a code into it. But I would highly recommend getting yourself one of these DeWalt jigs for doing doors. It saved us a lot of time, a lot of stress and headaches of trying to make sure this is all 100% perfectly lined up. This does the job for you. It comes with the drill bits. It's worth it, worth every penny of it. So we'll see you in the next video, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There'll be more.